Welcome back to SoulsMeet.
You forgot to shake the shoulders.
It was
oh my
me,
God.
guys. I
Oh my
forgot the
God.
choreography. Put me in jail.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
It's like the
How
three
could I?
curses of Harry Potter. Unforgivable.
The 3 curses?
Oh yeah, I forget that you're not a Harry Potter.
I like Harry Potter. I just don't know
There's
every
a
single
difference
detail.
There's a difference between liking Harry Potter and being a Harry Potter fan.
What are you again, Hufflepuff? No, what are you?
I don't know if was that a joke or you actually asking.
I know. No, you're Ravenclaw.
No!
Ravenclaw. What did you say?
No!
You're
Ravenclaw.
You're Gryffindor?
Okay, the last one missing is what I am.
I wanted to make the joke with Slytherin for a second.
What the hell was that?
I forgot.
That was like literally you went through all of them and then the last one.
You are very Slytherin.
It's just like
it's obvious now.
Oh
you just
my
show
God.
the world.
Excuse her. Any Harry Potter fans out there?
That's
Excuse
my
her. You're very Gryffindor. It's like
that's my snake language.
Like a bee.
All right, that sounded like a bee. I am so sorry if you don't know, if you don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, apologies.
Yeah.
Well, welcome if you're new. We are SoulsMeet.
We are. Thank you for being here.
Yes, and if you're not, welcome back. We love you.
We love you. Thank you for coming back.
Thank
Keep coming back.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are feeding ourselves with this podcast. We're eating weekly with your views.
If you don't come here, we starve.
Thank you.
So thank you for feeding us and our families. God bless you.
I love
Scene.
If you don't know what we do here, we'll explain it to you right now.
Yes.
We take stories off of Reddit from the Am I in the Wrong? Am I the Asshole thread. And we basically dissect the whole story. We do not read the titles. We do not read the stories. We only read the titles.
Yes.
So we can be as surprised and as
invested.
Yeah, I like that. Like you.
Yes. And then what we do is we play rock, paper, scissors.
Piedra, papel o tijera.
And the winner gets to go first and give her take, her perspective. And the loser has to go second and has to give a different, opposite. Star keeps falling off. A different, opposite. Another take, another perspective.
If they can.
If sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you are 1,000% wrong or 1,000% right. But we really try to give different sides of the story so that you may take away something.
Yeah, and you can go home and say, what am I doing with my life? That is the purpose of this podcast.
We hope so.
Let's go to the first scene because we'll keep talking. That's another thing you'll learn about us.
We like to talk, but we've been getting better.
I know. Our intros are faster.
Yeah.
Are shorter now.
Okay. Am I in the wrong for telling my best friend's ex-wife that he still loves her, resulting in the end of his engagement to his new girlfriend? Juicy.
This is juicy, Yarine.
Juicy.
Wow.
Okay. I, 39. No, it sounds bad, but hear me out.
Okay, we love you now. We kind of love you for just putting that out there.
Thank you. In my logical mind, this is best for everyone involved, including, especially, the new girlfriend. My best friend of over 20 years, James, 38, was married to Sarah, 30, for over a decade. Honestly, they were inseparable from the start, and everyone was shocked when they separated. I knew more about their inner conflicts. In my opinion, both are good people, but their circumstances were bad. Not sure details are relevant, and I don't want them to recognize this online. Fair. James was devastated after their divorce, and honestly, I still haven't seen or heard him genuinely laugh. I know we grow up and change, but not like that. He met Lydia, 29, 2 years ago. I had a heart-to-heart with him before he was proposing and asked him if he was happy and why he didn't seem like the time he was about to get, didn't seem like that, I guess you meant to say,
Mm-hmm.
at the time he was about to get engaged. No happiness or enthusiasm. He gave me a long story about changing, getting older, being realistic, nothing about being happy. I said nothing at the time, but I wasn't happy with it. My wife told me to stay out of it. She's a friend of Lydia, so I understand. I didn't stay out of it. I met Sarah and told her James is about to propose. That if she still loved him, it was her time before it's late. Being smart, she asked for his number. Then I heard that she had texted him if he could call him, and they talked. James paused his engagement plans, and now hell broke loose. Only my wife and Sarah know what I did. Maybe Sarah told James, but he hasn't said anything. My wife says I am the biggest asshole in her life. But when I asked her if she would have wanted to marry someone who obviously still not over his ex, that even his personality changed, she couldn't answer me. To edit, Sarah is 39, not 30. Typo. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Names are fictional. Okay, don't go Googling these names.
Okay, before we do anything, I'm just gonna give this person props for the way that he explained the whole thing. I loved it.
Storytelling was on point.
Storytelling was great.
I really enjoyed reading that.
Yeah. And also, yeah, giving him props for genuinely caring about his
It's
friend.
sweet. It's sweet.
It's like I haven't seen him laugh like that. Okay.
It's sweet.
Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Ah! Okay, you won. Go ahead.
Is he in the wrong for telling his best friend,
Right?
ex-wife, that he still loves her?
Okay, before you go on a take,
Yes.
can I say something or
No.
ask?
No.
I just don't know how hell broke loose. Like,
He didn't say anything.
right? Like, that's the only part in the
I
storytelling that
think
wasn't
maybe
short.
his wife got mad and she's friends with Lydia, the
But Lydia
girlfriend.
doesn't know yet. It's just that James stopped.
Well,
Like,
he paused the proposal.
Paused the proposal. So
Yeah.
this is really the hell. The hell comes from the wife,
Yes.
not
His hell broke loose.
his hell broke
Excuse
loose.
me.
Not necessarily
Hell.
hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong. I'm gonna say you did the right thing. I think he's only caring for his friend. And he at least, I'm sorry, I'm assuming this is a he. So I will keep assuming this is a he.
Yeah, me too.
But I think this person even went as far as to have a conversation with his best friend and ask, "Are you sure about proposing?" And the answer the best friend gave was not about being happy. So I don't think this person did the wrong thing by letting Sarah know, especially if this person's been around for 20 years and has seen the marriage between Sarah and James and how much they loved each other, and this person knows the inner conflicts. Obviously, I would assume that if this is a very intelligent, smart person, he wouldn't do that if the conflicts were like really serious and they were not able to work things out. So I don't think he is wrong for, I mean, clearly James paused the proposal. Like, clearly he didn't care about proposing to Lydia. Or else he would have gone with it anyway. As soon as Sarah calls, he paused the proposal. He still loves her. She still loves him.
What's happening on those text messages?
I would love to read
Or
those text messages.
phone calls.
Yes. So I don't think this person's in the wrong for
Question.
intervening.
I kind of missed. What was his answer when he was like, "Are you sure you're gonna propose?"
He said, "I'm getting older. We have to be realistic."
Okay,
that sort of
nothing-
thing.
nothing-
Not about, I love Lydia. I want to marry her.
Right. So we're assuming that what he said to Sarah was, "I don't think he's sure of what he's doing."
Well, yeah. From what they wrote, it was like, I told Sarah he's about to propose, and he still loves you. So if you still want to work things
This
out, call
wingman.
him.
The only I kind of love that too, though.
Well, go the opposite
I mean,
take.
I'm gonna go the opposite take because I do have
Have
takes.
to.
I do have takes. I have to say the at least the way that he's saying it it's kind of fun. Like it's fun, as in like it comes from a good heart. Like I can tell. Okay, I'll go with the separate take first, and then I'll tell you
Yes.
everything that I do think it's the same. But I don't think he's entirely in the wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Lydia's perspective because not Lydia's perspective. Well,
The
not Lydia's
girlfriend.
perspective. The wife.
Sarah. Sarah was the ex-wife.
No, like his wife.
Oh, his wife.
His
We don't know the
wife.
name.
We don't know the name. When she's saying, I don't like that he calls him an asshole. You're the biggest asshole in my life. I can under like in my head, I'm like, okay, you're very close to Lydia, and this is why you want this, but you're not looking at things the right way. Like, do you want your friend to be married to somebody who doesn't fully love them? But to take a different perspective, I think I'm not gonna say you're in the wrong because I don't believe it, but you also have to be careful because I feel like there is like a lot of fire in this, and there is a reason why James and Sarah ended up divorcing, separating. These people haven't been together for a very long time. They might be entirely different people that you are trying to kind of like control. We don't know what Sarah's situation is. She might be vulnerable. She might be feeling all these things. And even though we don't love the fact that James is saying, I want to get married because we're getting older, we're getting realistic, blah, blah, blah. Like, we have to be realistic. Even though we want him to be like, I'm so freaking in love with Lydia, those are reasons too that people nowadays and always in the history of the world, people will get married for. Like,
True.
somebody will actually feel like, you know what? I might not be super incredibly in love with this person, but I can see myself sharing my life and my space with this person. You don't know the kind of conversations he's had with Lydia too. Like, you don't even know where Lydia is in a space as well. Like, what if these are two people who actually want to have a child? And I mean, where I'm trying to get is like that kind of love is beautiful and it's great, and you obviously saw so many things that you're just like, I know they're meant to be whatever you think it is, but at the same time there are other things that glue people together. You know, I am not saying, I do still think that if James has very strong feelings to Sarah, and obviously Sarah too, and if for any reason this ends up being them being like, oh my gosh, I want to get back together with you, great. But at the same time, there is something like, they were together for 10 years. Getting back into a certain routine is so easy.
Yeah.
You think you could be doing something great, and it could be and that it could end up being something amazing, but it could also end up breaking everybody because they're not the same people anymore. And Sarah can end up being like, you know what, like this is not exactly what I wanted. And then instead of James, I'm not saying marry Lydia without loving her, but you also don't know what Lydia wants either. Again, I'm saying that's very noble and beautiful and great, but these are also 39, 40-year-old people who might be prioritizing other things, and we have to start normalizing that too. Like,
That's true.
there are other, like, some people sometimes are in different stages of life, you know. Like, I am a romantic being.
She is.
I'm a romance junkie. I will say love each other, love first, but also that's no indication that things will work. So very noble of you of saying like, I don't want, like, you wouldn't want to be married and all of those things, but that's also for them to figure out and for you to give your space. Do I love the plot? You gave us plot and
Really
we agree.
did. Really great.
But also, this is not your responsibility to do.
That was a good take for someone who thinks
The opposite.
the opposite. I have to
You
give
know,
you props
you
for
know, I
that.
have that gift
Yes.
of being
Yes.
like, I don't think that, but
Yes. Well, that's why we do this podcast.
that's why. That is why.
Well,
There you go. Poor Lydia, though.
no, actually, I don't think poor Lydia. I think thank God.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because unless Lydia just she was like,
Well,
what
Lydia,
if
if you
Lydia was
want to
like,
settle, Lydia, like I'm sorry, Lydia, if you're settling
what if that's what Lydia wanted?
to settle,
What if Lydia wanted a person who could, like, who has the things that he wants, that he has, and the opposite, they don't necessarily have that ese amor carnal. How do I say that in English?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Anybody can marry whoever they want, and I thought that's noble, and I thought that's a great plot. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're a great friend. Like, I love him for telling his friend, like, asking him those questions.
Yeah, I do.
Another factor, if you're friends with Sarah, that's also your friend.
It's true.
That's also your friend who you were like,
It's true.
I might know. I don't know if James got mad at you for saying that, but he probably didn't.
No,
Because he
clearly James
positive.
did not.
So
I'm sure James was grateful.
if Sarah is your friend, I can also see him being like, well,
Yeah.
friend.
No, I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and he knew them for that long. But bueno. So what did we say? Not the asshole, the asshole.
No, he's not.
You're not. You're not.
No.
We love you.
Yeah, we love
Hear
you.
me out. I love that. Hear me out. That was great.
I love that.
Am I in the wrong for telling my father-in-law that they won't ever be living with us? Prior to my wife and I trying for our first, we spoke with both sets of parents and said, would they have any interest in helping with watching their grandkids until preschool starts? Both were over the moon excited, all four fully retired, and they all said absolutely. They plan the plan was to trade off weeks so they know their schedule for booking their own appointments, etc. Wife gets pregnant in around 10 weeks post birth. She's getting ready to transition back to work. And her parents said they've changed their minds and decided to travel more and want to enjoy their elders' years. Okay. That's what he wrote.
Yeah.
My parents. That was not me.
It was not. Oh my god, that's so good.
He wrote that. My parents, they're absolute best to pick up in-laws slack. Oh my god. But daily childcare was too much with my wife and I working full time. So we ended up with my parents watching on Mondays and Wednesdays, paying for childcare on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my wife and I working half days on Fridays to handle that.
Okay.
With my parents taking the Friday whenever we needed them to. They are incredible. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
Lord, this is so good.
sorry. It was very frustrating to have in-laws say one thing and do the opposite. In 6 years, they've never once watched any of our kids for a single day. So my wife and I bought a house a week ago. They're over checking it out as we're unboxing, and my father-in-law sees this house has a first floor master with full bath. He turns, oh my god. He turns to mother-in-law and says, "Oh, thank God, we won't have to do stairs." I said,
Excuse me?
"Come again?" Mother-in-law says of my wife and her two siblings were what?
We are doing
Mother-in-law says of my wife and her two siblings, we're doing by far the best, and it would make the most sense for them to live with us. Oh, as they're in their 70s and a house is becoming too much for them already. I audibly laughed hard and loud and said, "Hell would freeze before you live here." Oh my
there's the thing with
god.
hell in
In
these
this
stories.
whole stories, yeah. Which was met by shock from both of them. I explained that when we needed their help, they turned their backs, so we were simply doing the same. My wife agreed. She expressed how expensive and how difficult it was with zero help from one side of our village.
Oh.
That was their call, but we were now returning the favor.
Oh.
They're incredibly upset and hurt over this revelation. Were we the assholes for this stance? I don't think so at all. But if the votes are bloodbath, I'll reconsider as we have the space.
Oh, wow.
I love stories that keep me going into like, oh you are, oh
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh you
yeah.
are, oh you're not. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Well, okay. Star,
I know, Star.
stay with us. Why don't you want to stay with us? Stupid Star.
Maybe
Sorry.
she wants to be closer to us.
She's close enough. Like,
Personal space, Star.
okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Ah, piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres.
Okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera.
Un, dos, tres.
Okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Oh my God. Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. God. Sorry about that.
I think that's our favorite part of the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, there's two different like
Situations.
yeah, so I can go both ways. Oh my God. But are you in the wrong? Honestly,
Maybe we can discuss the whole thing because I feel like there are too many
we'll go.
situations.
Yeah, we'll go one, and then you'll. It's the same. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Wait, sorry. The question was, am I in the wrong for telling my father-in-law they will never live with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah. Although I have okay, I'm gonna say yes. You can take the other take.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say yes because I think that's a little bit too extreme. Listen, I also went back and forth with like, oh, you're in the wrong. No, you're not. You're in the wrong. No, you're not. But I will say this. I understand that you asked both sides, are you willing to help raise your grandkids? I don't know the financial situation behind all of this. I don't know if you guys need to work and maybe that's why you felt like you needed to ask both sets of parents
They
if they're
did
willing
say
to.
it was too expensive. It was really hard
Right.
financially.
But it is always, no matter what, really hard financially and expensive, even when you choose to have kids and you have the money. So my thing is, you chose to have children. It is your responsibility to raise them. So I think it's a little extreme to tell your in-laws you will never live here because they didn't help you raise the kids the way that you wanted them to. Now, if you're telling me they never visit, they don't care, if you're telling me that, I'd be like, okay, yeah. But because they didn't help you raise them, it's not their responsibility. They raised you already and your wife. Their job is done. They're not supposed to raise your kids too. Even if they said yes, I'm going to.
Cheers to that.
So that's my take.
Like literally it. First of all, they didn't do it because they said we want to travel more. I will give I will be with like in their on their side always for these two people
Always.
in their 60s because I'm realizing
70s.
like they said 70s now, but let's say this happened when they were in their 60s. We want to travel more so we can do what we said. They are allowed to change their minds at any point.
Yes.
Any point. The same way that you are allowed to say, actually, I don't want to live with you guys. The way you responded, you have a right to tell your in-laws that they can live with you.
Yeah.
Your wife has a right to. You both have a right to not want to live with your in-laws, but to do it in that way, like to be laughing like that, to have that attitude, that obviously comes from a lot of resentment that you need to work on. I understand they did not do this to you. They didn't like there was an expression that he used about like, oh, they weren't there for us. They told you, they communicated. They're two free people who communicated, I'm sorry, I know we said that we would, but we actually can't anymore. And I know that inconveniences you. That's totally fine. People will inconvenience you all the time. And like Yari said, that was your decision to bring kids to the world. What if for any other reason they couldn't have, like, no, like you
Yeah.
can't. I know, yes, they did say at the beginning they were going to do it, but are you having children only because your parents can help you? If that is the case, that is very selfish.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I know grandparents want to be around. I know grandparents want to help. But you no, I know it's great when a family can actually help each other out like that. That's all great. That's beautiful. But that's not their entire responsibility. So the moment that they said I can't come, you are allowed to have your feelings about, sorry, I can't help anymore. You're allowed to have your feelings about it. You're allowed to be frustrated. You're allowed to say, oh my gosh, I had an expectation. I feel very frustrated because you guys are not doing this anymore. La- Everything else, you have to deal with it emotional. You have to do the work, and then you can have, so you can have a better relationship with your parents and also your wife. She is taking these sides, and these are her parents.
I
I don't know what the
know.
relationship is,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, if they have the idea that they can come live with you guys and you yourself together, and in private say, you know what, I don't want to do this. I still have feelings and resentment towards what happened with them, even though that was not the responsibility, but I want to say no. You accept what they're saying and just be like, oh, okay, well, that's something we need to discuss first.
Mhm.
There are so many other ways in which you can respond to something like this respectfully. They weren't disrespectful for saying, I can't help you. It's not the same. They said, I'm so sorry, we can't do it anymore because we have these needs. They were meeting their needs
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Now, with the house situation, you have your needs. Meet your needs. Communicate the same way that they did. Just go and say, oh, I get it. I understand your situation, but I can't do it for you. Sorry. But to
Yeah.
go and respond like that,
Yeah. So
you lost
disrespectful.
me there.
You're rude. Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah. Again, the other side of this is definitely like, no, your parents, like your in-laws, like if they have that expectation that they're going to live
Sorry.
with you, no.
No, they don't
Actually,
have,
no.
you don't have to accept
You don't
them.
have to accept that. You don't. No, that's right, but it's true. It's just your reaction and the intention of it and where it's coming from. It's too much. It's too much. I don't They don't owe you anything. I'm sorry, they
They don't
don't.
owe you anything. And
So,
it does, the story comes, I mean, great that you're out here trying to find a perspective, because it means that there's a part of you that is being like,
yeah.
maybe this is not
Well,
right.
he did say that he would
He would
reconsider.
reconsider, but it's not because you have the space. Reconsider because you understand that one thing has something to do with the other.
Yeah.
Again, you are free to say, I don't want to live with my in-laws, but the reason shouldn't be because of vengeance. It felt
Yeah.
like vindictive, like, oh,
It is. It is.
I'm not gonna do this for you, not because of anything else, just because you didn't do this for me. Like,
That's it.
love is
Yeah.
not conditional. It shouldn't be conditional like that. I
Yeah.
know it sometimes is, but it, no, I don't know. It's just reconsider the way that you are managing those feelings
Yeah.
first, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
those are our two stories for today.
yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.